Guys, new evidence has come out in the mysterious death of Lauren Smith Fields. It seems that the coroner has ruled her death accidental. It seems that Lauren Smith Fields died of an accidental overdose of what was deemed fentanyl, other drugs, and alcohol. It seems that she had someone has served her some kind of cocktail, and because she had this lethal dose of drugs in her system, this has now turned into a criminal investigation. In case you don't know, fentanyl is also called the date rape drug. So some kind of way those drugs got into Lauren's system and she died. So this is now a criminal investigation. Just like I said in my other video, I believe that this was a case of date rape gone wrong. Matthew LaFountain is said to be cooperating with police, even though he has now lawyered up. And I don't understand why he would need a lawyer if he didn't do anything wrong. He has not been charged with a crime. He has not been arrested. I don't even know that they have deemed him to be a person of interest. But we need to backtrack a little bit because Lauren met Matthew LaFountain on the dating app called Bumble. And 3 days after meeting him, she invited him to her apartment, allegedly. She had no idea, you know. I'm quite sure that she thought from talking to him on that Bumble app that he was just a nice guy. But her family says that Lauren was not a drug user. So I'm basing everything I'm saying to you on what her family has said, that Lauren was not a drug user. So Lauren was only 23 and Matthew LaFountain is 37. And I believe, little did she know that she was about to dance with the devil. The police failed in their investigation. They collected no evidence from Lawrence Smithfield's apartment. None. And then they just let Matthew LaFountain just walk away. Lord have mercy. And when the family went to the apartment to check on Lauren, they were told by the apartment manager that Lauren was deceased. The police didn't even contact them to tell them that Lauren Smithfields had died. That's the sad thing about this whole thing. They didn't even know. They was just going there to do a welfare check on her. And in her apartment, they were doing a welfare check on her. In her apartment, they found bloody sheets, a used condom, a pill, some drinks, and none of that was collected by the police. This detective Cronin, who was on the case in the beginning. And it just seems funny to me that according to Matthew LaFountain's statement, that Lauren passed out after they had some drinks and was playing some games and was attempting to watch a movie. He said that he carried her unconscious body to her bedroom. So if she was unconscious and he carried her to her bedroom and he laid down beside her and fell asleep, how did the sheets get bloody? How did the used condom get in the bathroom? Who brought the pill to the party? And it would be very interesting to know whose DNA is in that condom. If it's not too late to check it for DNA. I mean, this is weeks later. So if it's not too late to check that condom for DNA, it would be very interesting to know whose DNA is inside that condom. And it's also very interesting that allegedly Detective Cronin was at Lauren's apartment at 3 a.m. But Matthew LaFountain allegedly did not call 911 until 6:30 a.m. So what were Detective Cronin and Matthew LaFountain doing in Lauren's apartment alone with her deceased body for 3 hours? Allegedly. It would be very interesting to know what other injuries Lauren suffered other than an accidental drug overdose. It would be very interesting. Because again, I have to say that Matthew LaFountain has not been charged with a crime. I don't even know if he is a person of interest. I really don't. But it would be very interesting if they could check that DNA that was found in that condom. And Matthew LaFountain was just allowed to walk away. The police just let him walk away. And they did not even notify the family that this young lady was deceased. The family had to find it out when they went to check on Lauren. I'm telling you guys, this is one big cover up and one big mess up. And when it all goes down, I hope that Lauren Smith Fields get justice. I really do. I hope that Detective Cronin gets what's coming to him. And I hope Matthew LaFountain gets what's coming to him. Because you met this beautiful young lady on a dating app. And 3 days after meeting her, she turns up dead. Why? And ladies and gentlemen, I want to say one more thing. If allegedly Matthew LaFountain did do this to Lauren Smith Fields, then there should be other women out there that he may have tried this on. So if there is someone else out there that Matthew LaFountain allegedly tried to use the date rape drug on, then will y'all please speak up, because Lauren Smith Fields deserves justice. Because Matthew LaFountain was the last person to see her alive, and she deserves justice, and her family deserves justice. So if there is any other females out there that have come into contact with Matthew LaFountain, please speak up. Call the police, call the detectives over this case, because this has now been deemed a criminal case. All right, guys. Everything I've said to you is alleged. We don't know what happened in that apartment between Lauren Smith Fields and Matthew LaFountain. All we know is that Lauren turned up dead with bloody sheets on the bed, a condom in the bathroom, food overturned in the living room, some sort of cocktail on the table in the living room, along with a bottle of tequila. We don't really know what happened in the apartment of Lauren Smith Fields. It's up to the detectives and the criminal investigators to find that out. All we can do is pray that she gets justice. Rest in peace, baby girl. I'm out.